Alright, one day Roscoe1337 was yelling at me, BKC, get a battle, on a Skype. So I clicked find battle on Pokemon Online, which is something I hate doing because I will often accumulate a large amount of points, and then I will get hacked, and then I will lose said points, and then I will get mad, and then I will quit Pokemon and come back 20 minutes later. So I'm very glad that I clicked find battle that day, whenever it was, when Roscoe told me to, because I ran into this fellow who goes by the name of Lucarios, as in the plural of Lucario. Yeah, it was a very good match, very close indeed. Stick around, I am pretty sure it will be worth the 10-minute wait, to see who came out the victor. Anyways, my team, made by me and me alone. Shocker. Stealth Rocking Celebi because I had nowhere else to put Stealth Rock, and Stealth Rocking Spike Scarm is dumb. And Scarm just has spikes, it's nothing new. Jellicent, nothing new. Scarftar, nothing new. Hitmontop because I needed a spinner and I needed a T-Tar counter, so he's been doing real well. The last slot has been 3 different Psychic types. First it was Nasty Plot Mew, then it was Nasty Plot Azelf, and now it's Sash Alakazam because he's been the most useful. His team, nothing out of the ordinary. It's Volt Turn, Standard, with a Mienshao, which is not that common, I guess, so props for being a bit creative. Anyways, I led with Hitmontop because I expected him to lead with something that would counter my Celebi, since this is my lead in team preview. And I can't do anything without the fact that he's going to U-turn into Celebi, because if I U-turn to something that beats Celebi, he'll U-turn out of that and go to a counter to the counter of Celebi. So, I know he's going to U-turn here, but even if I stayed in close combat again, what the hell am I going to gain from it? He's just going to go into his Landorus. So, I go to Celebi on the off chance, he might Psychic and I'll get Stealth Rock up, but he U-turns. Doesn't even do half, though, because I'm running physically defensive Celebi. I think it's got a few special defense EVs, though, because I need to take on rain teams. So I was pretty sure he would go for a Giga Drain here. Just, expecting me to be frustrated and wanting to stop the U-turn shenanigans, so I'd stay in with him on top, but I go in, I predict correctly this time around, which is cool. And I get a Brox before he U-turns into Mienshao. And, U-turn again. Oh, he crits my Hitmontop. That is lovely. Through Intimidate as well. And the Resistance. So, Celebi comes in again, and this U-turning bullshit is so annoying. I mean, it's a legitimate strategy, but it's just really frustrating. And, the same trick does not work twice, sadly, and I foolishly lost Celebi when it was probably smarter to go into Skarmory, but, I will have to work around that mistake. So, go to Jellicent, who walls pretty much any Mienshao out there. Hell, I should have gotten to this, but, no matter. I go for Will-O-Wisp just in case he wanted to go to Rotom instead of the better move, which is Celebi, but yeah. I guess he's thinking he does not want to U-turn out of Jellicent and get his Rotom burned, so he's going to be at a bit. He's going to have some more pressure on him to go for Giga Drain, so go to Skarm, lose a bunch of health, but I get up spikes, and now I'm trying to adjust to the way he plays, because my standard style does not cope with Volt Turn well. Don't risk your shit. But I knew he was U-turning there. Normally, I would never do that, but against a Volt Turn team, I had to adapt. So, I just predict the U-turn, I roost up, and Skarm is nearly at full. However, against Rotom, I can't predict. No matter how well I predict, I still gotta switch out of Skarm because, fucking Volt Switch will kill me if I stay in it, and I can't lose Skarm. So, Landorus is going to either U-turn or smack down the Skarm switch in, and Skarm is my only Landorus counter, so I make a really risky move by Rock Slide with Scarftar, kind of hoping for a flinch, but he smacked down, it's excellent. I see after his lefty's recovery it wouldn't kill, so I went back to Skarm, but he double switched into Mienshao, maybe paranoid that it would KO, just hoping to resist the Rock Slide. So, I mean, it's a free roost for Skarm, so he U-turns out into Rotom, I get a roost. And then I decide, Skarm's going to take one for the team. It does not do as much as I expected. I expected it to take me down to Sturdy. But, yeah, I Whirlwind him out, and out of T-Tar, which is nice, because I make a Stealth Rocker take damage. Not that it matters much, I've got a spinner and a perfect T-Tar counter. But I Whirlwind him right back into Rotom, which really sucks. So I'm forced to use T-Tar to absorb the Volt Switch again because of his massive special defense. And I'm kind of expecting a Bullet Punch here because he does not want to be met with another Scarf Rock Slide flinch T-Tar. Well, I didn't flinch him, but Scarf Rock Slide was kind of an unpleasant surprise for his Landorus. So, yeah, I go to Jellicent on the Bullet Punch, and then I double switch to T-Tar. I weaken his Celebi. I needed, because basically the game winner for me now is going to be Alakazam. I need to keep its Sash intact, and I can pick off his whole team one by one. That's why I sacrificed T-Tar, just to get a nice chunk of damage on Celebi. I needed it in Shadow Ball range. Rotom comes in. It's the most obvious Scarf in the world. Out of my 4 Pokemon left, Hitmontop is the best option I have to take a Volt Switch because, 1, it's not weak to it, and 2, it's got actually really good special defense, and I've got a few EVs invested just to take random Fire Blasts better, I guess. So, Landorus comes in because Landorus is an asshole, and it smacks down, doesn't even kill. I didn't bother roosting because he just EQ'd me the next turn, so may as well get some damage before letting Scarm die an honorable death. Who knows, maybe I should have spiked or something, but hey, it's better than letting him get something like a free sub. So then Alakazam comes in and he picks off another victim, so the score is 4-3 him, but I think I will be able to pull this out of the bag if I play correctly. But it's still anyone's game, though. If he outplays me, then, you know, he'll win. So I go to Hitmontop to absorb the Volt Switch again, and that crit earlier when he crit U-turn is really biting me in the ass, because Mienshao would be at some decent health. So he does not want to U-turn with Mienshao here, because I resist it, and he doesn't have anything left that can really take a close combat, since I killed his Landorus and his Celebi, both his fighting resists. So, I go to fucking, yeah, Jellicent, because I figured he would fake out, or hell, maybe high jump kick, maybe he'll hurt himself. But yeah, he turns out into T-Char as I recover because I need my health, and I was pretty certain he would Stealth Rock, but it is not worth risking my Jellicent's health, since it's so crucial to winning. I mean, it's flat up walls, Mienshao and Scizor, so I need it around. So I'd rather burn T-Tar and minimize the damage I'd take from Crunch. Again, I was sure he was stupid, specially defensive, Stealth Rock T-Tar, because of the way his team was structured, and I don't really see any Choice Banded or Choice Scarfed Stealth Rock T-Tars. And they need Stealth Rock, so T-Tar's the only candidate. You get my point. So yeah, Rotom comes in. I tried to recover to absorb Volt Switch, but he makes a good move in Tricks. So, however, this means he lost one of his last 3 guys can all break Zam's Sash, because Rotom was faster, Mienshao was Fake Out, Scizor was Bullet Punch, but by removing his Scarf, then he just lost one of his ways to break my Sash. So I sacrifice Hitmontop, and then bring in Alakazam to pick him off. So, Mienshao comes in, I go to Jellicent on the Fake Out, Buranjeru, I don't know why I named it that, I just like Japanese names better, because they're cool. So I burn it, and I'm locking myself in a Will-O-Wisp just in case that faggot Scizor wants to come in, and I do not want to place my odds of victory into the hands of Scald's 30% burn rate, which never works for me, but always works for my opponents. Yes, I know, I should bitch less, but it's just part of who I am. You think I bitch a lot over Pokemon, you should see me in real life. Yeah, so Scizor comes in, gets burned, thankfully I don't miss, because Jellicent is a baller. I don't know why I don't have the female version, because it looks so stupid and slutty, and it's hilarious. Yeah, so Scizor is bullet punching the shit out of me, and, thankfully, he is not going to be able to bring me down to the Sash, thanks to the burn, so I'm able to finish him off with HP Fire, and now it all comes down to, will a burn Mienshao be able to kill me with Fake Out? Since I'm at 37%, Fake Out doesn't KO me, and he flinches me, but it's no big deal, because not only would I be faster on the next turn, but he dies to, Sand and Burn. So that was a great game, Lucarios. I had a hell of a lot of fun with it. It was real close. I won by 14% on my last Pokemon. And yeah, I look forward to playing you again sometime. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.